at Bank of America Stadium. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Young. That one complete to Leggett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Young from the shotgun. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. The Panthers at 500, 7-7 on the year. The Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
To the air once more, Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
79 Bronco.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw, Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
18 yards the gain for number 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
They'll go again with Benson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Here's Murray. Inside the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams. These are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. To throw, Young. That one complete. It's tanked down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Brooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
That's pulled in by Brooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. Young now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Young working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go! Chap 60, chap 60. Chap, check.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Murray now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Benson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Go street.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, it's Benson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. To throw, it's Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run over center with Benson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
There's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
To throw is Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A give up the middle with Benson. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
The play fake. Now Young. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here we go. 65 cat, 65 cat. Go.
Here's Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Throwing on second and long. Young. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Zaven Collins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's third and long.
Mustang 19. Hurt. Panther 11.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Go.
Young going to give to Brooks. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come back. Shoot. I know so. Big Ace.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
Throwing, Young. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Take Dell, 73 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive.
And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Young.
Got his man, Dell.
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Young will set to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Dell.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Set up. Hey, smash. Go.
They'll run the draw with Brooks. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
To throw, Young. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Trimble. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Murray now to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A handoff here to Benson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. On the give, it's Benson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Swim.
A give. Here comes Benson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, here's Benson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Benson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll try to run with Benson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. This to swell the lead to 6. Prater's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, here we go. Take go.
Young to throw. That is caught by Dowd. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Young. Thomas brings it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an